Hey guys, I'm gonna set up a beaver entrance set right now. Lots of different ways to do it, but this is the way I use all the time. It's a 2-pole system. The reason being, it's just a much better way of holding the trap level and making it so the trap can't turn out of the channel if it gets hit from the edge by a beaver. But first thing you need, 2 dry poles. If they're not exactly the same length, just make sure they're wired together here so that those ends are the exact same length. Now, when setting traps like this, the other thing I would suggest is don't pick a day to do it when there's a 40-mile-an-hour wind howling. But anyways, it is what it is. I've got a few minutes to do this. The other guys are gone to retrieve a deer, so I'm just going to set this up and show you how, and then I'm going to do some bait sets. Alright. Okay, I'm going to, like I said, right here, this is going to get wired together and wired tightly. I'm going to turn the camera off and I'll show you once I've got that done. Okay, so now here you see you've got the 2 sticks wired with a few twists tight, and then see these sticks here can move back and forth however you want them. See, you can put them right together. But now I'm going to show you here how we put the trap on. And first I'll get the Connie Bear set and in place, and then get it wired on and show you that. Alright. Okay, so here you see we've got the stakes through the springs of the trap, not through the spring holes. It goes on the inside. If you put them in these holes, then the springs have to be straight out and the sticks are at an angle like really bad. This way these anchor stakes act as a guide for the beavers. They hold the trap perfectly level in there, and you see, like, I don't have them wired in yet, but then you just set your trap down into the entrance, and depending on how wide the channel is, you might put a couple stakes on the sides. Trigger on the bottom, like I said before in the other sets, whenever possible on any trap with the Connie Bear, you put the trigger on the bottom, because the back fur is obviously more valuable, and then it's just these bars here that are striking the back, and as the animal expires, you know, these things here, the dog and the trigger, can wear a little bit of damage. That's why I always have the trigger on the bottom if at all possible. You know, there are sets where it's not possible, but I'm gonna wire this trap on there now and I'll show you that when I'm done. I just don't want to keep the camera running the whole time. So now here you see I've got it wired here, around here, through the spring here, and this one goes through the hole, so it locks it in place right there. And when you cut your wire, just make sure it's extra long so you can use it for this right here. You just pull your safety up like so. And just try and make sure you have enough wire. Just a second. Have enough wire to hold your safety in place like that. That way it won't accidentally come down, get caught on a jaw, or get pushed back on the spring, and it's safe and out of the way. And here the same thing. Just holds it out of the way. Okay. Now I put a piece of wire on here. I usually have some safeties with me when I'm doing this, and but this wire will hold it till I get over there, and I'll set the trigger and we'll put it in the water. Okay, so we got the trap all ready to set. I'll show you here. Now, you see how these guide sticks work as a perfect base for it. You've got the trap about 2 inches off the bottom in case you're able to put the stakes down into the mud a little bit. Wired up here, and then we've located the entrance. I'll show you here. See, you've got here, it's this deep, then you go here a little deeper, here, down there's the channel. See, it comes up like this, and you can generally feel the bottom where the entrance is will be a firmer because they've scraped all the mud away. And then right here, it's just straight up and down. That's the very end of the channel right there. So I'll put that into the guide stick. And I'll take my safety off. Don't forget that, because well, you obviously know what's happening. Try not to pick a day that is got a 40-mile-an-hour wind. So now you just dropping this guy right in here like so. There, down into the mud a little bit. And now you've got your guide stick there, guide stick here, guide stick right here. And this is about all you'll need. That's right in the channel. Now this is a very productive set, as long as you can be sure you're over the channel. That's the key with this one. Now the last thing you want to do is get a safety stick. Especially on a day like today, this is probably not needed because with this wind, this hole is going to fill up with snow and freeze real quick. But all you do is put a stick through here. That way, when I leave here, if a beaver comes out right away and gets caught, he can't pull that whole thing under the ice. It can only go down to here, and then that stick is going to get caught here and save it. So that's a beaver entrance set, and I think maybe I'll wait till tomorrow to do a snare set, because with this wind they'll just